Tonight on Hip on the Spot News. The Strike Eagle gets shipped for testing in a preview build. We get hands-on with the F15E by razbam. The latest OpenBeta patch brought a few changes. And drama unfolds once again in DCS World. This and more on How I Play. Hello virtual pilots, I'm Andre Celesti, and tonight we are going to take a look at the latest developments in DCS World. And we are back. Yes, it has been a while. TV show recordings are done, 33 episodes with yours truly. More information about it on our Discord. But yeah, what happened in the meantime? Well, I kept my eyes open and DCS got a new OpenBeta update on the 18th of May, bringing changes to some modules like the AH-64D Apache, with the AGM-114L radar-guided Hellfire missile and laser spot tracker or LST, as well as the option for the auxiliary fuel tank. The update also fixes several issues related to multi-crew and the rotor light effect artifacts at night. The missile constraints box and rocket steering cursor are now displayed when safe. Additionally, the George AI now uses weapons correctly and there is no black scatter message when there are no missiles. Overall, the update has made improvements to the module's functionality. Plus, there are considerable changes to the flight dynamics model, which is still work in progress. The range of roll and pitch control has been increased, and at the same time, the stability of the helicopter has been increased in all flight modes, including helicopter stability and control at low speeds and improvements into maneuvering. An increased helicopter roll stability at submaximal speeds, and an improved behavior in transitional modes. The trim position of the helicopter and controls in hover and level flight models has slightly changed. So we tested together with our HIP crew all these changes and we can confirm that it still feels like a work in progress situation. Not much we can say for now, so let's move on. The F-18C Flaming Sunrise campaign was launched. They fixed the dumb bombs, cluster bombs and LGBs being stuck in the wrong mode if IMAs are selected and a designation is made. India Fox Taco's MB339 has had several fixes, including corrected indication for the airnav bearing, knob behavior for the gunsight mills settings, and wrong RPM percentage for the anti-ice test. Furthermore, the GF-17 Thunder by Deca Ironworks Simulations had 3 major issues fixed, including image shaking during maneuvering, no RBM image for the AG radar, and blackout issues at high altitude due to ECS turned off. The Tomcat by Heat Blur Simulations has entered the first stage of their ground handling and suspension improvements and added some new wing turbulence. So the general suspension has been improved with taxi behavior and ground roll characteristics, improved ground handling sounds with more to come in the future. They added a pedal shaker and a DLC deployment sounds, and they fixed the USS Forrestal taking damage on landing and takeoff. The Mirage F1 by Urges has also received a number of fixes. The changelog is linked in the video description as always. ED also added smoke from vehicles and some static objects based on health. This means as a vehicle takes more damage, you may see the different levels of smoke, giving you a better idea visually if you did any damage on your last run-in. Immersive. Yeah, because I don't like to see menus popping up every time I land a hit, if you know what I mean. For the F-16C Viper, they adjusted the threat position on the RWR. Each threat lethality ring has been moved slightly outward. Radar threats in track mode will appear just outside the solid white ring on the RWR display. Radar threats in missile guidance mode will appear inside the solid white ring. When taking defensive actions, radar threats displayed within the solid white ring should be prioritized over those outside the ring.
For the MI-24 behind, they added new keybinds for next and previous commands for R60 launcher selector and more quick start missions for NTTR and Caucasus. Harashu!
The Huey got the new engine simulation model added, replacing the old one, and the hypoxia effect added to the pilot. Plus, they improved the position lights dim bright adjustment. In the world of digital combat simulator, there are many long-awaited modules that are still yet to come for us to experience. But spanning across many years in development, one caught the eyes and hopes of many virtual pilots. The F15E Strike Eagle. Over 10 years in the making, now here in a preview build, thanks to Eagle Dynamics and razbam. This module is far from finished, but it is getting ready to be released in early access. Other YouTubers already scattered the internet with their videos, but we decided to do something different. As you see, most users out there have a lot of knowledge of systems, capabilities, and history of the modules. As for me, well, I know where there's fun. And flying the F15E, well, let's just say, you may want to strap in, as fun is just where it starts. The attention to detail is outstanding. From the exterior textures, suspension, engine nozzle movement and sounds, to in-cockpit features like the startup vibrations, adjustable mirrors and rudder position. Not to mention the G-suit getting inflated once you pull some Gs. All this makes you wonder what is next for the Strike Eagle. Now, for those of you asking, we didn't get to play with the VSO AI, better known as Talon. This preview build features multiple liveries, a basic set of loadouts for the jet, multi-crew capability, and of course, it's not a representation of the release version of the module. And speaking of the release, well, it couldn't be without any drama, yes? We knew the Strike Eagle is close, but not close enough. Let's say it's ready when it's ready, and that's alright. But here comes the but. On the razbam Discord, we get a post like this. So mixed feelings when you see this. It could be a troll post just to mess around. I won't comment too much on it, but of course it's not a pleasant situation. Then we got some cryptic messages in the recent Not So video showing July 2023. My reaction to it was, alright, just after my wedding. Thanks guys. Then we get a funny steak video that made my day this morning as I had my coffee. Makes you think, what is going on? So our fellow YouTubers are at it, making video after video with the Strike Eagle. That is a great way to put it out there for our community. These are wonderful times for DCS World. Now, where was that manual? Alright, back to learning the procedures. And that's it. Thank you all for watching. Remember to check our sponsor VR Rock for your VR blue light protection and prescription lenses. If you want to participate in our Sinai map giveaway, still waiting on that as well. Yes, more information in the video description. Many thanks to our Patreons that support our channel: Rhinox, Richard Burnside, Steven Adashchik, Pegasus24, Runan, Bish, Payway AK Malone, Crash, Santiago Ordonez, Hobo, Dieter Nussbaumer, Tony Prince, Mr. D, Ian Masak, Moljam and Alex Spitz. And if you want to support our channel, feel free to use the thanks button here on YouTube, check our sponsor and become a patron. Remember to leave us a like if you find your video informative and subscribe to keep in touch with all the latest news on your favorite simulators and games. I am Andre Celesti, reminding you to fly safe, and I'll see you next time.